So here we are getting real down to the wire. It's December 19th and I'm still finishing up Christmas gifts that I decided to make this year. So this one, I'm gonna go real quick. We're gonna get it all done and hope for the best. So today's project is the sew together bags. I've made a couple of these before in the past, which looked like this. And so I decided this year that that's what my sister and Marty's sister would be getting as their Christmas gifts, to be customized just for them. So I found some fun fabric for the pockets, which there's 3 zipper pockets inside as well as the big zipper that opens everything up. And so if they're watching, turn this off now or you're gonna ruin your surprise. So for my sister, to match her bowl cozies, I guess, I've got Leslie Nope. So all 3 of her pockets are gonna be the same. For Marty's sister, she likes a lot of the same things I do. So we've got Stitch for one pocket. We've got little Baby Yoda for one pocket. And this actually looks like her cat Duncan. So this one right here. So I'm gonna get the rest of my fabric all cut out. I had to run to Joann's last night to get more of that as well. And so one of them's gonna be blue, one of them's gonna be purple and gray. So I'm gonna get all my pieces all cut out so that we can just get to action and sew these little bags up. I now have all my pieces cut as well as my interfacing, so I'm gonna fuse those onto the pieces they need to go on, and then it's gonna be time to sew. Right now I have one pocket set of each for my what's gonna eventually be a chain of linings with the pocket in between. So I'm gonna finish those up and then I'm gonna get started on top stitching everything before we start putting them together. So we are now at the point where I just have to put the one long zipper on and the binding for that side, and then these are done. It's funny how it feels like this takes so long, but then once you get going, you're almost done. My iron is very hissy right now. I'm sorry about that. Okay, well, I sewed late into the night, but I have 2 finished sew together bags, and I am quite pleased with how they turned out. I really like making these bags, but every time I seem to do them, I forget how to do them, or I struggle through doing them a little bit. The hardest part for this bag, which is something that I've told people every time I mention making these bags, is this the little pocket inset where you pleat it and try and catch it. Catching them is like the hardest part, to make sure you get everything in there, have it all finished off and sealed and ready to go. That's probably the most difficult thing, but other than that, putting the zippers in is super easy because you're not inserting it in a certain way, like you're just catching it and binding. And with these ones, you're just making the little layers. This time I used the zipper foot, which I don't think I've always used before. Usually I just use my A foot and kind of scooch my needle over and hope for the best, but turns out having a zipper foot on there helps you get closer to your zipper. Who would have thunk? So I'm excited to get these all wrapped up and ready for Christmas, but in the meantime, a little peek at that. In the meantime, I'll show you some pictures of them, and we'll see you next time for our last Quiltmas video.